Hello, I'm David Glass. I'll be reading the last 2 pages of Chapter 51 of Raymond Russell's Deadly Endings. Thank you for your time. In the distance, the sirens of some emergency service vehicles stabbed the moist air. In the Teleficona station, Morse lay dead on the platform. The blast had thrown the cable car straight at him. It swayed back and forward, hitting him 3 times. His right hand lay on the unscratched Stradivaria. In his left hand he grasped the faded photograph of his dead wife and children. A small fire started on the oily cables and was spreading in the Teleficona station. If it reached the back wall, it would blow the oil cans through the roof. A few people in the restaurant were still staggering up from the floor. Several women were sobbing. Susana Valles Carrera was one of the first on her feet. Her husband also recovered and jumped up and started barking orders at his disoriented men. Are you all right, sir?" his sergeant asked. "Yes, we're both fine. They got all the men to secure the necklace and all the other auction items." "Shall we help the wounded, sir?" "No, you fool. This could be a robbery. We could sort out the few minor injuries later. Get the jewels and the other items back in the armored cars downstairs." "I'll leave 2 men to escort you and the Duchess to your car, sir." "No, we'll be fine. Give me your pistol. I'll drive myself." The colonel put the gun in his jacket pocket and watched the police run around packing all the valuables in boxes. Susana Valles Carrera stepped over the injured bodies and collected her money from the auction. She saw one of the waitresses holding a serviette against her bleeding head. Close to the explosion, the General Field Marshal lay dead on the floor, with a shard of glass in his neck. The Duchess walked over to him and took his pulse with a concerned expression. Surreptitiously she put her hand in his jacket pocket and removed the gold bracelet that she had sold him earlier and slipped it into her bag. "Are you all right? It's Joanna, isn't it?" the Duchess asked kindly. "Yes, madam. Thank you. I think I'm okay, but I've lost my friends," she said wearily. "Good," she said, ignoring her answer. "Go and get my fur coat from the cloakroom, and then go home." Joanna looked confused for a moment. She headed towards the cloakroom in the reception area. Susanna turned to her husband and grabbed his arm. "Let's go. We have the necklace safe with the most expensive pieces in the armored truck. Leave the mess to your men." "So, Marco was right. Those Italians were fakes." "Yes, darling. So let's get out of here. We'll take the lift from the floor below. Most of these people don't know there's a second lift." Joanna returned with the mink coat. She helped Susanna put it on and smiled. Susanna ignored her and made for the reception area. As they passed the reception area, it was chaos. Most of the restaurant guests had minor abrasions and were bleeding from various parts of their bodies. Any signs of gallantry had disappeared, and the lift area was a battlefield. The colonel pushed past the army of guests in their uniforms of evening wear and medals of diamonds holding his wife's arm. The stairs were much quieter. They stepped over the dead Italians and saw a few people were taking the stairs slowly. On the landing, 6 people waited on the second lift. When the stainless steel door opened, they rushed to be first in. The colonel pushed them out of the way and shoved his wife forward. A tall man in a German's uniform grabbed Jose Valles Carrera by the neck and pushed him in the back corridor. "I'm the Reichsfuhrer, you Spanish scum! Get out of here!" The colonel's face twisted in a mask of hatred. He pulled out the pistol, shot the old man in the leg, and shoved him into the corridor. The woman cried out. The other men grabbed the Reichsfuhrer to break his fall. The lift doors closed with only 2 passengers, rapidly descending the skyscraper tower of the safety of the street. I'm David Glass. Thank you for your time.